Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. Once again, thank you for your support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid cruise. XRP is getting a little bit boring, a little bit sloppy, sideways, boring. What I've been looking at is many opportunities in the past week that I've been on holiday. I've been posting a lot of setups on Twitter and the Discord. So I'm using this index here to find the opportunities. Now what I do like to do is on the micro signal, I look for the signals basically. We've got a buy signal on Solana today. So let's take a quick look at that. This is the 4-hour time frame. At the minute you can clearly see there's a big bullish divergence that's building here for Solana. So I'm going to entertain some longs on Solana down here, okay, because what we've got is a bullish divergence, and right now we are sitting in the buy signal on the micro time frame. So for me, Solana is presenting a long opportunity. Now there is equally another section I've created for yourselves called the futures block section. Now on here what we're looking for is anything that's yellow. If anything pops yellow, for me it's a spot buy and equally a long buy. But what you're looking for is obviously 5 waves down and the bullish divergence. So straight away you can clearly see in the futures crypto blocks on CoinsKid.com, you can clearly that Solana is offering opportunity. We've got this coin here which is W, we've got this coin here which is Luna C, we've got these coins here as well which are dark green. But if you come to this site and we see a more of a rollover and we see anything go yellow, for me that's an opportunity, okay, and this is how we find the trades. Now I have built another indicator for the CoinsKid crew here that's got me incredibly bullish, and I'm looking for a massive impulsive move up in March. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So the crystal ball indicator is really simple to use. It front runs the Bitcoin price basically, and obviously Bitcoin is XRP and you're fully aware Bitcoin needs to be healthy and going upstairs if we're expecting XRP to go upstairs. So this is what I'm looking at. I think we've got a clue right now that we are about to see a turnaround in the crypto markets over the next few weeks. And the reason is because of a global liquidity. Okay, the crystal ball indicator that create for yourselves. So without overcomplicating it, really simple. The golden line is your crystal ball, okay, and then the blue line is your Bitcoin price. So basically just there, when was that? There's September, literally a few weeks later, we've got global liquidity just there, which is your crystal ball was topping and dropping, and it was forewarning of a big correction coming in Bitcoin. And you can clearly see it happened there as well. So you've got the topping, starts to come back down, Bitcoin shooting off in space, and it enters that big correction, okay. Same here, you know, you're topping here prior to Bitcoin topping. Obviously Bitcoin runs up, catches it with global liquidity, the crystal ball, and then boom, you have that big correction and went sideways. It's only when this crystal ball, okay, your golden line begins to break out that Bitcoin begins to play catch up, breaks out, Bitcoin begins to play catch up, and right now it's breaking out, and Bitcoin should, in theory, like it's done every time before in this particular indicator created for yourselves, should play catch up. So just down here you can clearly see the crystal ball indicator just there bottomed in September, then a few months later Bitcoin bottomed, and this was already running upstairs. Look at that, and then Bitcoin eventually called, play catch up. So this is what I'm looking at. It's really simple. It's called the crystal ball. The golden line basically is front running the Bitcoin price, and obviously it's giving us a bit of a crystal ball for the potential scenario that Bitcoin should be about to go up or down, basically. Really simple. So in time, once it starts to break out and takes out the previous pivot high, which was in September of last year, then once it starts to correct within the next few weeks, you will see that correction kicking in Bitcoin because it's front running. It really is simple. So this is why I've called it the crystal ball indicator. Now you can get this is the weekly time frame, okay. So at the moment we've only got data going back a week. It will populate today with that data, but you can get leading daily information within your trading view charts if you do want that. So I've created a custom indicator for you to add this to your own charts, okay. So come to the site, go to indicators, really simple, crystal ball indicator. This is the graph basically I've created on the CoinsKid.com website for the premium members right there. But if you are looking for the code to add to your trading view indicators right there, and I'll show you that in full effect in a moment in the XRP chart. But if you are looking for that, then you can come down how to add a custom trading view indicator, follow the process, really simple. Once you've done it once, you'll be able to do it again, and all you gotta do is copy this code here, okay, that I've put in for you, and paste that into your code, your Pine code script right there, and boom, click apply to chart, add to chart, job done. But if you don't want to do that, if you're just looking for in and out every day, come in, look at the indicators on CoinsKid.com, then you can just look at this indicator. So for me, this is absolutely boss, okay. You can clearly see the bottom just there in 2022. This bottomed, started to come back upstairs, Bitcoin was lagging, then boom, caught catch up. As this topped, this is where Bitcoin topped a little bit later and then came in for that correction. But as this bottom down here, it started to break out, come upstairs, boom, Bitcoin continued to follow. Then obviously we've got the top there, the top in Bitcoin a few weeks later, went sideways. Once this started to come back upstairs and take out its local highs, this is where eventually Bitcoin played catch up. And I think that's the scenario we've got right now. The global liquidity, the golden line basically topped right there in September. Then a few months later, obviously about 2 months later, around about 10-week lag at the moment on this particular indicator, this is where Bitcoin price topped, and obviously XRP as well, which is what my primary expectation is, that XRP actually topped an splendid flat correction in December, not in January. I think that's a false sign. I've gone through that with you. So again, what we've got is the bottom here, and right now this is breaking out, but again, it's front running. It's in front of XRP, okay, and Bitcoin. And I think that this is a leading indicator, hence why I call it crystal ball. So really, really simple. At the moment, it's breaking out. So in theory, regardless of all this pullback and drawdown and depression and blood fear and things like that, you know, if you take a look, every time this has come back up, Bitcoin comes back up, Bitcoin's come back up, you know, this comes back up, Bitcoin comes back up. So in theory, you know, this beautiful move from the golden line, which is your crystal ball, should be a looking glass right now, that every time we've seen this, just like here, starts to come back up and Bitcoin and XRP is dragging down, it's going to zero and things like that. You know, eventually this will play catch up because of the global liquidity. It really is that simple. So it's quite a long introduction to this particular crystal ball indicator, but I hope you understand what the concept is and, you know, why I've made it for you, to give you a, you know, looking glass basically. So in theory, what I'm looking at, really simple. I think we've been in a correction since way back there in December for crypto. It was represented in the golden line right there 2 months prior, around about 10 weeks prior right there. And we, you know, these times will come again and I'll relay the message to you. But in a minute, what I'm looking for is a turnaround in the XRP price action because of this crystal ball indicator. Let me dive into the XRP chart right now to show you what I'm talking about, okay? So looking at XRP on a weekly time frame, you can clearly see that the golden line right now is actually in front, isn't it? You know, so whatever it's done there, top in there, XRP top later, basically top there, XRP top later, so on and so forth. So you can actually offset this, okay? So there's a setting that you can do in the code. So really, really simple. To add this to your trading view indicator, go to CoinsKid.com, go to the bottom of the site right there on the crystal ball indicator and copy the code. Click Pine Editor just there, copy it in and then click Update on Chart. Now you can label this whatever you want. I've just called it the CoinsKid Crystal Ball. Okay, so you can call it whatever you want. You know, it's entirely up to yourselves. And what we do is drop this little cog down once you've got it on your chart and go down to the bottom, whatever you've called it, go to Settings, and obviously what we need to do is try and offset it to marry up with the XRP price action. So have a little play, okay? There's little, you can look at the daily, the 4 hourly or whatever, but I'm looking on the weekly right now for a more of a macro view of yourselves, okay? So I think there's around about an 8 to 10 week lag. So I'm just going to put 10 weeks in and then we'll take a look at it, okay? So at the minute that should update, and you clearly see that what happens is the, you know, the orange line, which is basically a crystal ball, moves to the right. So it's offset from the price action in the chart, which is XRP. So what we've got, you've got a clear correlation right now because you've offset it. So you've got a top there, a top 10 XRP. You've got a top there and you've got a top 10 XRP, in my opinion. And like I said to you, I think this is an expanded flat correction. So this correction, in my opinion, right now, if the golden line, which is basically crystal ball, has bottomed in a correction and starts to break out and takes out this range here, then I think you've got a clue, okay? And that's something we could just kick back, relax, wait for. If we do start to see the, you know, the global liquidity break out of this high, basically just there, it starts to trend up and takes it out, then I think you've got a clue, okay? And this is why I call it crystal ball, because, you know, if you take a look here, you've got your range from left to right in the golden line, beautiful. You've got your low, you come back up into resistance, your low, and then you break out. So this was breaking out of its range before XRP was, okay? But it was a clue that eventually XRP would do that, okay? Because it will break out of its range, and, you know, the global liquidity, which is a crystal ball, is doing it prior to XRP. So this is what we need to do. Just kick back, relax. At the moment, there's a nice little bit of, you know, confluence in this chart that whenever it starts to trend up, we do start to see XRP trend up. And right now, we've not necessarily seen a big move up for XRP, although this is moving up the stairs right now. So I would anticipate that once this starts to create a structural bottom, it will eventually play catch up. But if we do start to see the golden line, your crystal ball, taking out that range just there, prior to XRP taking it, I'm going to start to buy a substantial amount of XRP because we've got the clue, we've got the looking glass, you know, basically what you've got there, breaking out the range, and XRP is going, so, well, no, it's going to zero, but all it's doing is creating a structural bottom just in a ascending triangle, which is something I'm anticipating right now for anyone that's paying attention, okay? So I've created this indicator for you. To get it, just again, follow the earlier tutorial in the video right there, go to CoinsKid.com and paste it into your Pi code editor right there. So on the current time frame, on the weekly, what I'm looking at is an expanded flat correction here. It's represented within you know, the global liquidity, which is crystal ball indicator as well. Okay, so we need to see this trending up. If this trends up and XRP is doing something like that, wow, we've got a major clue going forward. Okay, so a lot of people think I'm a perm bull, perm bear, whatever, but I'm always trying to find little clues and indicators and things like that gives us an edge basically. So again, if you're looking for longs and shorts, get involved in the index right there on CoinsKid.com. Look at the block section, look at the micro signals that, you know, the basically the algorithm that I create for yourselves is printing, and you know, we're having a lot of success with that. So I'll be back soon with another update on XRP, but for now, stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and let's see this breakout on the golden line, because that'll be absolutely amazing. Okay, take care everyone, back soon with another update on XRP. Bye bye.